What's up, guys? So you're pitching a VC, you're in the room, the VC asks you, how do your customers think about ROI on their spend on your product or service? And what kind of ROI do they typically see? Now, if that has freaked you out and you don't know the answer, stick with me and we'll figure it out right now.
Ask Alex. Ask Alex. Because you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
So what does investor mean? People buy a solution when it's cheaper than them doing it themselves, and they identify with a problem. Companies should focus on what they are best at and outsource the rest. The best founders truly understand the value they're offering to their customers, but more specifically, the dollar value of that. This clearly better applies to B2B companies rather than just saying C2C. One of the best pricing methodologies is to do things on a value basis, though there's a lot that can actually go wrong with that, particularly in enterprise sales, where the procurement department is getting near bonus time and they want to look like heroes. Again, this is real. When you think in terms of value, you need to understand the issues your clients face, how they deal with it presently, and what costs them on a fully burdened basis. Say you are in AI and actually doing it, not just a wanker like those people who are saying, I do blockchain, AI, virtual reality, and whatever else, okay, augmented reality, right? You want to replace inaccuracies and, slow processing with a system, okay, which is basically code for making people unemployed, like mass firing, yay, which is going to happen, like, oh my God, the investment banks are so fucked. Okay, you might figure out that there are 10 people doing this at 40K per year. So assume 1.5x for overhead, so it costs them simplistically like about 600K a year. If you offered your service for 100K, they would save 500K a year. That's a big saving, and it could be more significant than the 10K that you thought you might be able to get or charge them. Do you get it? Okay. Now, as always, I don't know is a bad answer. The ideal scenario is you have a deep insight into how your customers use your product to solve a problem and how much that problem was costing them before they used you. In order to sell your products well, you need to understand these anyway. The sales team should always be asking their potential targets or existing questions like these and feeding that back to you so you better understand how customers use the product, the size of the problem, and how much they value a solution that, and how much that value that would imbue them. So what do you need to say? We solve a very specific pain points, customer care. Our artificial chatbot doesn't sleep and has an 87% deflection rate, which is above the current human rate of 60%. We charge half the amount they pay the staff and not on a fully loaded basis. So in simple math, they get a 2x improvement. The reality is it's far more. We've only made 2 deployments to date, and the numbers are starting to look pretty bloody good. I mean, they're getting at least a 50% saving for a 2x improvement in customer experience. Feedback from the sales team is that we're already fairly priced, and we wouldn't really be able to charge more. There we go, guys. That's general overview of that question. If you want to learn more, as usual, head over to alexanderjarvis.com.